Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture.
And today I bring you my episode 27 of Saturday Morning Makes for 2025.
Hey y'all, welcome to Saturday Morning Makes. These are my shares for today. I'm going to move them out of the way. We'll talk about what I used to get to this point. And yeah, before I jump into all of my supplies, though, I want to remind you, especially for you who may not know. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, so you may be new to this. Saturday Morning Makes is an open art collaborative. It was created by our sweet friend Jillian Norwood over at Greenwood Girl Cards. She is currently on a bit of a sabbatical or a hiatus or a break, whatever word you want to use. She's taking care of family right now and had to put creativity on the side. So we've all been there. Life is real, and we just want to continue to love and support Jill in any way that we can. So we are carrying on her legacy of Saturday Morning Makes. With that said, if you would like to join us, simply search hashtag SatMornMakes, and that will pull up projects that have been shared by other creators. And then if you want to share some of your creations, again, use that hashtag when you post, and that will invite others to come and see what you have created. Does not matter your medium, does not have to be paper crafts, does not have to be cards. It can be whatever medium you are the most comfortable with, that you enjoy creating with, and it doesn't matter the platform either. But if you want us to see, there has to at least be a photo. So if you want to use Pinterest or Facebook or Instagram, if you have a video and you want to share that on YouTube or create a reel, whatever you want to do, options are wide open. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you about the tags that I started to show you in the very beginning. And I came in here in my crafty space this morning, and I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I pulled out, hang on, this basket. This is a basket full of backgrounds and things that I've started and then walked away from. There's some paint samplers on here. There's some gel plate prints that I've started. Some things that I wasn't real happy with. Lots of different things in here. Some of it is just leftover projects. Some of it are projects I never completed. Things that I started and got disillusioned with and walked away from. You name it, there's all kinds of things in here, right? So I just went through and I pulled out a few things that inspired me, and I'll move my basket and I will show you. These are some of the things that inspired me. So I had this gel plate print, I had this stripped up background that I created, a gel plate print, or I mean a die cut background. I had some scraps, some stenciling, some pasting, again some die cuts, all kinds of different things. And then I landed on this. Now this was one of those Nat Geo pages that I had did some stenciling with some crackle paste, and I really liked the idea of this and these. These are old. I don't even know how old, but they are cardstock basically that I sopped up some distress inks and then I stenciled over them, and they've been sitting in my stash. And this was similar. It's black cardstock that I stenciled over and then I sprayed with mica stains. This was a gel plate print with a stencil from This Calls for Confetti. I did alcohol ink, and you see I just pulled out a lot of different things. And then I found this die again. This is one that I purchased from Temu, but I thought, oh, how good would that look on there? Or it could look brilliant on a lot of different things. Like, I love it on that. So good. So I spent some time die cutting a few of these, and then I started digging for some more options. And I found these little bits and pieces that were in that basket that I didn't know were in that basket. So these were stamped and colored and fussy cut out. Here's a tag. It's beautiful. It's ready to be used. I just haven't used it. This was a gifted gel plate print from someone. This was something else that I started, ink smushing with. And then I found these tags. These I started to make several years ago, and the 3 that I started out with, I started all of them at the same time. It's probably been 2 years. And these were die cut out with this die set from Aall Create. So this is the background, and then this is the inside. And so you can see how that lays out, right? This craft piece is the background, and then this kind of, these funky pieces are the inside. So the craft and the funky. Now I did not use the rest of the bits that come in this piece of this die set, but the papers that I used I actually purchased from Temu as well. There are several different ones in here. They're all kind of funky, and then these are funky as well, but in a very different way. I don't know if I can get them out, but lots of different fun options in here. And this is probably 3 or 4 different packs of paper, just all kind of smushed into this one envelope holder. So that was where I started, right? So I pulled these out. Everything else got pushed aside. Now the pumpkins, or the jack-o'-lanterns that are with those, were actually in this stack as well. And those jack-o'-lantern images and the little flower, and I'll show you those when I get there, but those images are from Janet Klein. She designs on her own, and she also designs for Aall Create. Now last week when I shared a haul, I shared a couple stamp sets that I purchased that she designed for Aall Create. These I got from her Etsy shop. I Put a Spell on You. It's this fun haunted house. Bad to the Bone in different fonts. I Love You to the Bone in different fonts. This is the same flower with the skull face. Them bones, them crazy bones. And again, these are just printed. Oh, these are different. Oh, they're just printed from my printer on just cheapo cardstock. Some of it's just printer paper. This is the same poison bottle. I believe I mentioned when I showed that stamp set last week that there were some Scullies that were similar to the stamp set and some poison bottles. I don't know which of these is similar to the stamp set, but I think they're all very pretty and in her unique style, so I really love that. And then these are the creepy girlies and the creepy boys, and I've made cards with them in the past. But I just pulled all of this out. I'm very inspired. Bone glitter. These are some of the Jackos that I used. And then some more of the bottles. And then these are from something completely different. So they are from Etsy. They're digis as well. So, all right. So that was my inspiration, right? So with that being said, I pulled these out of the stack. I pulled the dies, or the tags that were already die cut, already glued together, didn't have the holes. The jack-o'-lanterns were already fussy cut, printed fussy cut, and colored, but nothing was put together. So I put them all together. I cut out the Oh My Gourd, which it's the first time I'm using it. It's from Simon. I think I picked it up last year. Yeah, it was stamped timber. I think it was 2024. If it says, I don't see it, and I tend to miss it. But yeah, this was from stamped timber. I'm pretty sure last year. But it's my first time to use it, and I just think it's so funny. And you can see there I have the little sunflower with the skull face in there. And all 3 of these are different. There is a 4th style. I just didn't have him colored and cut out, so I just built on what I had. Now, in my stash, I had some of these little sprigs die cut out, and I had some of these little wreaths die cut out. These are These are Tim Holtz, obviously, as you can see. Tim Holtz and Sizzix. These are memory box. I feel like there was another one. Maybe it was just those two. Oh yeah, because in here there's the wreath and then there's different leaves and things. So it's interesting the way these are made, because you can layer the leaves, or you can use a leaf and these just look like twigs if you don't layer them up. It's pretty neat die set. So I did that. I just used them independently. And then I also used this little circle piece from this Tim Holtz tag die set. I prefer the size of this one to the one that was part of the die set from Aall and Create. And then these little tags are from Lily of the Valley. They were digis, and I printed them off. And then fussy cut them out, colored them up with my Aall's in the same way I colored everything else. Then I used a bunch of splatter. I used my Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White and this all-purpose gold ink. It's Vegas Gold from Fantastics. Love, love, love those. I went a little gold crazy. You can see where I added the wreath back here. There's a layer of a brown kind of crafty wreath, and then a tones of green, and then the different little twigs and leaves there, and then the oh my gourd and all of the splatter. The gold has a beautiful shine to it. I love it, love it, love it. Lifted most things up on some foam tape. Oh my gourd, they're double layered and they're lifted up on some foam tape. This pumpkin or Jacko is glued down flat. This little Sunny Skelly is lifted up on some foam tape. You can see the back. You can see the little reinforcer there. Now all of these different, what is this called? Seam binding. Oh, here it is. It's from our sweet shop. I say our because many of us in this community like her product. These are from the Scrap Cabin on Etsy. And you can see I have several different collections. This basket is jam-packed. And then I also have this twine. This is actually from some Jingle Bells that I purchased from Etsy last year. The twine came with the bells, but I like that size for tying off on these. So I thought that was really cute. And then I added just a little bit of Nouveau crystal drops, or these are jewel drops, to their eyes and their teeth. And I thought that added just a little bit of shine. I was going to go back and put some like sequins or confetti, but I opted not to. I thought there was enough shine. And when I did the splatter, right, so I had these sitting on top of my trash can and just splattering, and it was under my desk and I couldn't see how much I had put down. I also used a little bit of Distress Spray Stain, and that's where the splatters hit the wet jewel drops and then kind of spread on their eyes. So, but they are what they are. I think they're super cute. I'm happy with them. And I think that is all that I have to share for this day, guys. I thank you for spending this time with me. Make sure that you love and support Jill. I will link to her channel. You can head over and watch some of her older videos. Send her some love. Make sure she knows that we continue to think about her and support her. And then hop around and support others that have shared on this beautiful Saturday morning. At least it's beautiful here in North Carolina. So guys, again, I thank you for spending this time with me, and I will be back later this weekend with Happy Mail Weekend video. So thank you so much. Until next time, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy for Saturday Morning Makes, and I'm out.